Have you been tested lately? If you have been tested, have you thought about what area you're being tested in? What I have learned, and I have learned lately, is that I'm going to be tested in the very areas that God is using me in other people's lives. If you are tested, often it means that that's an area that you're impacting others' lives in. So it actually can be a good thing if you are being tested. Have you been anxious lately? Have you been tested in that area of anxiety? Normally, you're not an anxious person. I'm not normally an anxious person. I'm normally a positive person. I normally don't overthink. I normally don't worry. But I've been doing a lot of sharing with you about not being anxious, how to do that, how to eliminate anxiety in your life. And so that is the very area that I have experienced a number of tests in. And I've had the opportunity to apply and to practice what I preach. Practicing what you preach is a really important thing in life. We often say that a person walks their talk or they don't walk their talk. As a Christian, it is vitally important that you walk your talk. When people look at your life, not perfect, we're not talking about perfectionism, but transparent, real, honest. I want to be the kind of person that I'm the same at home as I am out here. I'm the same. Have I arrived? No. But I get to practice a lot because I'm vocal. I'm out here talking to you and telling you and giving you advice. And that is a vulnerable place to be because you will be tested. So if you want to mentor other people, and of course you do because Jesus said, make disciples. You can't say, oh, well, that doesn't apply to me because I'm not out there trying to change people. I'm not out there telling people. I'm not online. I don't have a podcast. I don't have a YouTube channel. I'm not an influencer, friend. Jesus said, make disciples. You are an influencer. And therefore, what comes out of your mouth needs to be lived out in your life. None of us are perfect. I love alliteration. Alliteration is where you might have 3 words and they all start with the same letter or the same sound. I talk about procrastination, perfectionism, and people-pleasing. Being performance-based. We don't want to be performance-based, perfectionistic, or people-pleasing. Then I was thinking about a word that could start with the same sound as gratitude. And I thought of the word glad. And it reminded me of the movie Pollyanna. Have you ever seen the old movie with Haley Mills, Pollyanna? It's a classic. I recommend watching classics with your family. If you haven't gotten into reading great read-aloud books with your family, read Pollyanna. Watch the movie Pollyanna. In the old days, movies had moral character and biblical lessons. And this movie has a ton of really good biblical lessons in it. Pollyanna is an orphan, and she has been kind of tossed around and now goes to live with her aunt, who is very wealthy. But her aunt is single and is persnickety and does not want a child to interfere with her life. But Pollyanna had a godly father and he had taught her the glad game. And I'm not going to give away the whole plot. But as I was thinking about my own way of living and speaking, I've been talking about appearance. I just did 2 videos and I applied new makeup that I just purchased, which is why perhaps you are looking at me and going, her makeup is very, very different. That's why. But I want to talk about, do you care? And how do you appear at home? How do you appear out in the world? And do you care? I was thinking about how sometimes at home we frown. We're not glad. We frown. We frown and we furrow our brow and we scowl and we complain. And our family sees that. That's the appearance that we give to our family. I give to my family sometimes. And then I come on a video and I smile and I interact with people online and I am cheerful and I'm glad and I'm praising the Lord and I'm thankful. Switch on, switch off. Do you care? What is your appearance with your family, with the world? I want to encourage us, myself included, to practice what you preach, to be transparent and the same on all the fields. And I'm speaking to myself as much as you. There's an appearance that comes from within, and there's an appearance that's outward. I always taught my kids, be clean, be modest, and be appropriately dressed for the occasion. I'm going to be doing another video after this where I'm going to talk about my beauty, quote unquote, routine. Keep it simple. I want to encourage you that the simpler your routines, the more consistently you can live them. And that includes your makeup, your hair, your routines of getting up in the morning, going to bed at night, your routines of being in the Word and prayer, your routines of mindset, and how quickly you forgive others, and how you take your thoughts captive, and how you respond to things. So many aspects of our appearance that I want to talk to you about. So many heart issues that are involved, and I want to dig a little deeper. It may seem like, what does that have to do with anything? But I'm going to do a video on my routines that allow me, in an attempt to look younger, really, to just take care of myself. And in an attempt to care this much and not be overboard, I will share my routine. This is Wendy Gunn.